Alright everybody, welcome to Under the Table. These are my afterthoughts and mini little review on the game I just played on the table. Right up there, called Unbroken by Altema Games. Unbroken is a game being created by Artem Safrov, and hopefully I'm saying that correctly. Sorry my friend if I'm not. These are my afterthoughts and kind of review on this game. And so I'm gonna go over the gameplay of it, the build quality of it, which I can't really do because it's a print and play, and how I felt about it. Okay, let me give you a little bit of history. Back a few months ago, I saw the little shroom character, and I think I actually battled it. So I saw this artwork. It's probably hard to see right now, but I saw the artwork of the shrieking fungus, the shrieking shroom, the shrieking fungus, and I loved it. I fell in love with the artwork. I'm a sucker for good artwork, if you know what I mean, but I saw that artwork on Reddit, and I'm like, damn, I wonder what game this is attached to. Turns out, it's attached to this game called Unbroken, which is gonna be on Kickstarter. Now, I typically don't do Kickstarter games, because usually if it's a game that I want to buy on Kickstarter, I will just buy it and then I'll play it after the fact, once I receive it at the doorstep and the Kickstarter's over, right? I also typically do not play print and play games, and that's why I typically wouldn't touch a game like this, because it's print and play. I'm like, no, I want to showcase all the beauty of the box and the presentation of the entire thing for all of you, right? But this game kind of spoke to me. It said, hey man, you gotta play this game. It turns out there's a print and play edition of it out there, and I just never got around to doing it, but thankfully Artem, thank you my friend, said, come on, here's the game, I'm gonna send it to you in your mail. So he printed up this print and play himself. He sent it off to me, and I'm so glad he did, because this game is amazing. It's amazing. I usually say games are amazing, but this one absolutely is tremendous. In fact, when I got it in the mail, I started playing it because I'm like, I want to see what it's all about. And I didn't stop for like 7 or 8 rounds. I kept playing. I wanted to play with all the different characters and all the different aspects and trying out the different upgrades and all this. The gameplay is absolutely spot on. It's solo only, which I love because I think there's very rarely do you get an amazing solo only game. Friday's one of them. Beautiful solo only game. This, I think, is in league with that, if not even better, just because of the way that it plays. But yeah, let's talk about, let's start off with the build quality, I guess. I can't speak of it because it's a print and play edition. But all I know is that the artwork, you probably can't see it because it's very dark, but the artwork is amazing. Like all the artwork that you have on here, whether it's the character cards or especially the creature cards, it really adds flavor to the game, and it's really well done. So although I can't speak to the build of it yet, I'm so excited for the Kickstarter game because the quality of the artwork and the way that they've I know on the old original print and play edition they had different little symbols. It was like a beta edition, and now they've upgraded it to these really great line artwork. I don't know if it's focusing there, but really amazing symbols on the game and whatnot. So in regards to the build of it, I believe that the quality is going to be just as great as the artwork and the love that's been put into that artwork, okay? Let's talk about the gameplay, my friends. The gameplay is amazing! I got a clamp lamp and I stuck it here, so it's illuminating my face. Can you tell? Does it look a little better? Anyway, so the gameplay of it is great. It's so, I find it pretty unique in the way that it goes. I love the way that, you know, you can search out the monsters if you want to. Like the game up there, I went up against a few monsters and I got a few conditions that I never had before within the game. And the reason for that is like you get a nice stack of condition cards, right? And you get a nice stack of skill cards. So these skill cards are going to randomize it. The condition cards are going to be attached to you depending on what occurs within the game. And then you get a massive stack of encounter cards. Now it's a massive stack. This isn't even them all. I have a few more up on the table. But a massive stack of encounter cards. And so each game that you play is very, very different. I played the Huntress because she was the one that I've never won this game, by the way. I've never won it. Not in the playthrough that I did, and not in any playthroughs that I tried. But I've been close a handful of times, and that excites me because it makes me want to practice and do more, because I feel like there's a skill involved in definitely a skill involved in dealing with all the different aspects to the game. So whether it's the conditions or the skills, you know, picking the right skills, picking the right weapon in order to go after these creatures is very, very important. So the gameplay, like the replayability of it is spot on. It's like so spot on. The theme is beautiful as well, and it meshes in. I can see that story of being that lone survivor that is stuck in the catacombs and have to make their way out, and they have no resources and no ability. I love it. It's like a role-playing video game, if you know what I mean, right? Because you kind of have those skill trees that you can take. Are you gonna go with a maul or a sword? Like, are you gonna do a metal weapon, or are you gonna do that wooden weapon? And then there's the different upgrades. So there's different branching paths for that. I think it would be awesome if those would branch even more. So unfortunately, I'm filming this before the Kickstarter is even out. But you know, I'd love new abilities in that way, like new different branching arcs for those weapons, or even though there's a tremendous amount of encounter cards, I want more encounters. I want more of everything, even though there's a tremendous amount of everything. Because I just want more and more and more and more and more of this world. It's awesome. The gameplay is tremendously open to playing it over and over again. It's because you have 4 different levels of creatures, 6 different, and they're amazingly different creatures within each of those levels. Like, look at it. This one just dropped out, and I've never played against this character. In all my playthroughs, I've never played against this character. This is a level 4 character. I've only made it to level 4 a handful of times. But this is a basilisk. Wow, like the artwork is beautiful, and they're all very different. Like their combat actions that they do are tremendous. The special abilities, the way that how much health they have, as well as if they're shielded and whatnot. Like, there's so much variation. You're never gonna play the same game twice. Even the different characters that you can play. The reason why I played the Huntress is because she got me the closest to winning through my playthroughs. But all the characters too are also really awesome, and I'd like to see even more of them. Like I'm raring to go for an expansion to this game already, even though you don't need it. You don't need it. I haven't even won one. So what the hell am I talking about? What are my impressions of it? I think, and I could be biased, I don't think I am though, but when I saw that shrieking fungus, I thought, damn, this game looks amazing, right? And so from then on, I kind of followed the project and whatnot. Creator is a tremendous guy. He's a fellow crazy Canadian like myself. And it even goes down to, like, you know, I can interact with him on Twitter and be like, hey man, what is the drink that you like with it? And he talks about it, Guinness, so that's why we're drinking it. Now, when a Kickstarter game comes out, I really enjoy it, or I think I'm gonna enjoy it, I will back it, right? And so this is one of those games where I'm absolutely gonna be backing this game. If you have a chance to try out the print and play edition, absolutely try and do it. I know you can check it out on Altema Games, and they have for a limited time the print and play up there. It's one of my favorites. It's one of my top ones. the beautiful thing about it is that it doesn't take very long to play. And it might have taken me a little bit longer just because I'm talking and blah blah blah, and you know, and I have a crazy mind. But ultimately, it might take 20 to 30 minutes, and that's perfect. You know, that's a perfect thing. Can you take it on an airplane? No. But do you need to? No. But will you take it with you on a trip? Yes, you will, because it's that fun. I know I will be taking this on mini trips once I get my Kickstarter edition. I feel like I obviously messed up some of the rules, right? I wasn't taking those small efforts for every food that I was eating, which would have helped me defeat that vampire at the end, which we saw, right? But I've died from food, and this isn't the first time that it's happened. I've died from food probably the majority of times that I've played this game, maybe, and so I need to focus on. My only advice to all of you, or what I'm gonna do in the future, is what I need to do is I need to focus on making sure that I have enough food, that I'm stockpiling food so that if I do get to the final boss and I do defeat that final boss, I need to, you know, I'm gonna survive and make it out of the catacombs. Cause that's kinda sad. That's sad. It's sad either way. I got murdered by a vampire, or I died escaping the catacombs right at the end and at the entrance due to starvation. So in that way, it's just it's exciting and enjoyable, but kind of depressing at the same time. Because I should have won that one. I practiced so hard. I practiced so hard to try and win this game, and it just didn't come to fruition, which is a little depressing. If you enjoyed the playthrough of Unbroken, as well as if you think you're gonna enjoy a game where you're trying to escape from some catacombs and going up against some crazy monsters while you forge your way through and gather supplies, you're absolutely gonna love this game. And if you think you do, make sure you check it out on Kickstarter and give it a back. Let me tell you, go support fellow Canadians, my friends. Go support them over there. And thanks once again for joining me here on Under the Table, right here on Lord of the Tabletop. My name is Kenley. And I hope you enjoyed this episode. As always, leave comments down below and let me know your thoughts on this game and whatnot, and if you're gonna back it. If you do back it, make sure you let me know. If you win the game, make sure you let me know as well. And until next time, I'll see you right here on Under the Table. Ooh.